Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I have been away from this type of videos for a while. I haven't uploaded in about a week or two, like an actual, good video. So, I'm getting into used things. I was on a little bit of a break, and I also had a lot of personal things to deal with. But this review is long overdue. This review has been put off for so many weeks. How many months now? 2 months this review has been put off. You guys, you guys who watch this show have been waiting on me to do this thing forever. I finally finished season 1 of Outlander, and I'm here to get this thing done. As a disclaimer, a lot of you guys don't know, unfortunately, I won't be able to upload any more Outlander reactions, because there's been a company named Intura that has been attacking other YouTubers and bringing down their channels with copyright strikes for Interior reaction videos. So unfortunately, I can no longer do that. I didn't want to put my channel at risk, so I had to actually pull down all my Outlander reaction, which kind of sucked. So what I decided I was going to do is do a season 1 overview, a season 1 review of the entire season, just my thoughts and my opinions about everything that happened within this season. And then as you know, season 2 goes on, maybe do either episode reviews or just do like a similar thing where I review the entire season for season 2 of Outlander, because I'm on season 2 right now. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, you want to see more of my reviews and discussions for Outlander, just subscribe. Like I said, again, I'm sorry I can't upload the reactions anymore, unfortunately, but we're still going to do reviews either way. But yeah, we're here to do this, we're here to do this thing, man. So anyways, where do I even begin? I didn't write any notes for this, guys, so just bear with me. But where do I even begin with this show? I gotta say, starting out, and this will have spoilers. So if you haven't seen Outlander, you're just, you haven't seen anything from this show, and you're interested in watching this show, just be careful. It will have spoilers. But I'm just gonna talk, man. This show, where do I even begin? The first episode, I was like, okay, well, it's kind of boring. Some of you guys saw my reaction. I was like, it's kind of boring. I don't really know about this show. It was okay. And then when I got to about the 3rd episode, that's when things started to really pick up. And then as we kept on going on with every single episode, things just kept on getting intense and intense and intense and intense and intense. And when we got to the season finale of season 1, I was like, what? I'm like, this show has me broken in pieces, man. Like, I don't even know what to even do with this show anymore, man. Shout out to Emma, who has been watching this channel since my Outlander reaction. She's become such a good friend of mine. Now, I remember watching the last 2 episodes, and I couldn't handle it anymore, and I immediately texted her. We had different time zones, so I was like, she's in Europe, I'm over here. So I was like 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, my time, and I just messaged her because I was binge watching all the rest of the episodes, and I was texting, I was like, I can't handle this anymore. This is too much for me. It got really crazy. It got to that point where it got really crazy that I was like, I don't even know what to do. But I gotta say, some of the Outlander is probably one of the most underrated shows right now because of the performances, the writing, even the score by I forgot his name, McBeery or Beery. I forgot the guy's name. But he's a great composer, and he does really good work with every single episode. And I was really surprised with just like the quality of everything, and just the historical references too that Outlander really touches, especially dealing with the Highlander history, dealing with the Scottish and the English little wars that they had, and the Jacobite rebellion, and all this kind of like just dealing with these little historical elements, which I thought was really cool, and just seeing Claire in this world, and falling in love with Jamie, which I knew was gonna happen, but falling in love with Jamie, dealing with stuff she had to do with Frank, and being married in her timeline, and then coming back to this timeline, and then falling in love with another guy, and then they got married because she didn't even want to get married to this guy, but she had to do it because she had to be saved, and from Jack Randall. And don't even get me. I'm gonna talk about Randall in a minute. I'm gonna get there. I will get there. But like I said, Katrina Balfe. Hope I'm pronouncing her first name right. Performance from her, super amazing. I'm trying to Sam Hogan. Hunigan. I can't remember his last name. But his performance as Jamie, very good. The entire cast, I think, is just very, very good. Like, they just do an amazing job and they sell it. And there was one specific, and I'm not even gonna, I'm jumping all over the place here right now, but there was an episode where Jamie and Claire, they were married for a certain point, and then they had this little conversation where I think Jamie rescued her from being in the prison from Randall, and Randall was about to assault her, and Jamie swooped in and saved the day and pulled her out, and he was just so mad. He was just like, I felt defenseless. I felt, powerless. I couldn't protect you. And, they had a little argument. They were cursing each other out. It was a real good display of acting skills and emotion and heart and everything. And I just felt it was handled very good. Now going through like I said, as the episodes kept on going up, and I hope they address this at some point later on, hopefully within season 2 or season 3. Hopefully they address this. But Galen, her name is Galen. Her name is Galen, right? Is her name Galen? I think that's her name. Anyways, yeah, the one who died. The one I found out that she was from like 1962 or something like that. She's from the future. She was from the future as well, and she actually went to the Stones at Craig Nadoon. And ended up back there in Scotland, which I thought was like, whoa, she too? And so I really hope they kind of address a similar thing. But as the show kept going on, there was a point where Jamie actually brought Claire to the Stones, and she had to decide whether she wanted to go back home or stay with Jamie, and she decided to stay with Jamie, and that was a very good, like, I thought that specific scene was very, I guess, emotionally impactful and powerful, and it was just, it really helped explain a lot of this, the connection that they started to have and started to grow in each other, and I felt that was really, really done well. And when she was like, take me home to Lollybrock, and I was like, okay, cool, so she's gonna go with him to his place where he's the laird. And so they go back. We find out the truth about what happens with him and his sister. I mean, with the sister and Randall, what happened with that scenario. And then, things start going good. And then everything just started getting even more crazier. Jamie almost gets hung and killed. And this is where it kind of, it messed me up so bad I couldn't even watch it. Jamie was willing to risk himself to be sexually assaulted by Randall to protect his wife, because we found out that Randall kind of had a thing for Jamie the whole time. I was like, whoa, that's a shocker to me. I didn't know he swung that way. I thought he was just into women. And then I found that out, and I was like, yo, that's a twist in the story. This man is like all over the place. This man is abusive. This man is evil. This man is just, he has a sexual problem. That's what I can tell you. I can tell you that much, because the first thing he likes to do is to just assault people, which is wrong. And in every single way, shape, or form. Like, it's just wrong. That's the first thing you want to do, is whenever you see somebody, that's what you want to do. He just, that's just like his main priority. Like, hey, like, and we found out this whole time he was just saving Jamie because he wanted to be with Jamie. And I was like, oh my God, bro. That was too much for me, man. I was like, wow. So then we found out that, and I was like, I didn't even think they were actually going to show something. But in this show, they actually went and showed it. And I was like, I'm not watching it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm like, I'm not watching this. I can't watch this. I literally cannot watch this, because it's hard to watch, and it's hard to like, I'll tell you this much. It's like this, and it's like, it's a conversation I had with Emma while we were talking, and she said, women being raped on television, like in media, like seeing women being, characters getting raped and stuff on television, it's something that kind of became normalized throughout the years. Is this something that you see on Game of Thrones? You see it all the time. You see it there. You see in a lot of other shows and movies. Even Revenant, you saw a Native American girl that was, being sexually assaulted, and you see this stuff on TV all the time. And now for me, through the years, as I came across this certain type of stuff, I was like, that is messed up. Like, I felt bad and I felt wrong that this is how men think and this actually happens to women out there. And it made me feel very, very ashamed and very bad that people get sexually assaulted. And it's sad that, you know, for that to happen. Now, it didn't give much of an impact to me until I saw it actually happen to a guy like Jamie. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh. Because I know me personally, I would rather die before you do that to me. I would rather die before you do that to me. And then when I saw what the lengths that Jamie was willing to go to protect his wife, I was like, damn, bro. Like, it was so hurtful and hard to watch because it was sad that this man is getting his pride stripped away from him. He's getting his pride and his manhood and everything just stripped away from him by somebody else, by another guy. And it was just very hard to watch. And I couldn't even watch it. Like, honestly, like, I told Emma this, like, when I got to that part, I had to skip it because it was hard. I was getting mad. I was getting pissed off. I wanted to punch Randall in the face. I wanted to just destroy this dude. I wanted to destroy this man. I'm like, there's no way. I was like, nah, bro. No. I couldn't watch it. It was too hard. And after, you know, it had an impact on me. And if a show, normally shows and movies don't have that great of an impact on me, but this show had an impact on me. And it impacted me in a way where I was like, whoa, okay. There's people, both men and women, that get sexually assaulted every day. And this is what they have to go through. And you saw the process that Jamie was after it happened, and how he was acting, and how he was ashamed, and how he was, you know, he just wanted to die. And I was like, oh my, I just felt so sad. I was like, yo, this man doesn't feel whole again. He feels like a part of him has been stripped away. And just listen to him talk about it was just so hard. And I was like, wow. It just made me come to the realization that, wow, this really happens to people, both male and female. And it's very sad and it's disturbing, and it needs to stop, and something needs to be done about this. Like, something needs to be done about that. Like, that raises up a more serious subject. Something needs to be done about sexual assault. No one should ever have to go through that. Like, that, no one should ever have to go through that. Like, that is just, it's wrong. But as the show continues and we getting to see this, you know, this transition of Jamie just, you know, trying to find himself again, and he was willing to kill him. He just wanted to die. And Jack Randall, this man gotta go, bro. This man got to go. He need to go. He's crazy. He's evil. He's wicked. I can never look at the actor the same way again. Because it was like, I'm like, dude, I'm watching this show and I'm like, wow. This guy is just so evil. And I've never seen writing. Like, he's probably one of the best villains I've ever seen on TV and in movies. His character was just so complex, and I'm like, wow, never ever. Honestly, guys, I was sitting on my couch outside watching this show, and I'm like clenching my fist. I'm like pulling my hair. I'm like, you know, like clenching the pillows in the couch because I was so mad at this guy, and I was so pissed off at what was going on. And I was like, man. So if a show can actually do that to you and make you pissed off, then I think it's actually doing something good for you. I think it's actually doing a good thing with as far as the writing is concerned. So I'm like, damn, bro, it's just too much. It's too much. But all in all, man, the show is really good. I enjoy everything about the show so far, and you know, another thing I had to address too is like, it's not a whole bunch of like meaningless sex in this show. That's another thing. Like, compared to, and me and Emma and I were talking about this as well. Like, Game of Thrones is a whole bunch of meaningless sex scenes and a whole bunch of, you know, just people just doing it just to do it. The connection that is established between Jamie and Claire within this show, it feels real, and it makes sense. And the things that they go through as a married couple, and the challenges too that especially Claire had to face. You know, I gotta say, man, I love Katrina Balfe. You know, her acting, and just Claire, just that character. I love that character. She's a strong, powerful woman, and you know, she makes her presence known, and that's what I like about it. And you know, the connection and the challenges she has to face. You know, once being married to Frank, and then you know falling in love with this person else, with this new person, and you know, dealing with all of this was just, I mean, just everything that was displayed on the show was just done very well. I'm like, wow, this is really good. The show is really good. I'm on season 2 right now, season 2 episode 3, around there, of Outlander, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I got a lot of questions, so hopefully things get answered. But there's just so much to go over in this just first season alone. And just to wrap it, because I don't want to make this video too long, I can keep on talking about every little thing, but all in all, man, I definitely believe this show is so much worth it. And ending the season, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a great show. And I really enjoyed every single episode. And I wish you guys could have seen my reactions to some of these episodes, because I was like pissed. I was like pissed off. I was like smiling. I was laughing. I was mad. I was angry. It was even a point in the show too where I felt a little tear coming out of my eye. Normally that don't really happen too much. Except for when Hodor died in Game of Thrones. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it for this little review, little recap of season 1 of Outlander. I didn't go too deep with everything because, like I said, the video will be forever. But I just wanted to drop a video out for you guys, letting you guys know that I am on season 2, and I'll try to maybe do episode reviews and review every episode as I go. I think it might be easier that way, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Clockmaster out.